What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. Y'all hit that like button and hit the subscribe button. So about maybe 4 or 5 years ago, R&B singer, R&B sensation Akon. Y'all remember Akon? Akon had the game on lock in the mid-2000s, right? Singing everybody's hook, making his own hits, had everybody jamming, vibing out. Akon announced that he would be building his own city, Akon City, in Africa, right? He announced that this would be the first futuristic city in Africa, basically like in the world, but in Africa, for real. This would be the first futuristic city in Africa. And he had all these plans for it, and he had everybody ranting and raving about it, and everybody excited about it, so on and so forth. They was giving him, what? He was getting, what, $1 billion or something like that to create the city? I want to say about $5 billion. I could be incorrect, but he was getting a hefty sum to create this city, right? And so 4 years later, because I think it was like 4 years ago. So we're now 4 years later, and guess what's happening in Akon City? They got one building in Akon City, right? No developed land. I'm talking about no crops, no roads built, no hospital, no police station, no none of the sort. Nothing else is there in the land on the land where everything is supposed to be built, but one building, and the building is like not even completed. The building is halfway done. So now everybody looking at Akon like, brother, Akon, are you a con artist? God damn it. Convict music. Did you get over? Did you swindle the people? What's going on? Like, why is nothing happening with this land that you got to build Akon City? You've been talking about it in interviews. Every time people are asking about it, that's in development right now. It's getting created right now. It's getting created right now. Every time they ask him about it. But I did notice over the years, you know, his confidence in saying it's getting developed, it's waned a little bit, right? When he get in certain interviews now, maybe it was Drink Champs or whatever recently or something like that, his confidence in saying he got a city coming, it started to wane a little bit. You know, and some people honed in on that a while ago, because I've seen YouTube videos talking about, hey, is this city really going to get built or not? But now I've learned that they've scrapped the plans for the city. The city's plans has been scrapped. They about to build something new, some tourism attraction there in that land. And Akon City is no longer a thing, is no more, right? And now people are looking at Akon funny style. And at first, y'all, I was like, damn, man, Akon gonna be looking crazy. I feel bad for the brother, but then I ain't gonna lie, man, Akon been pissing me off in recent years. And I remember the certain things that he was saying surrounding like Black American culture and Black Americans that I wasn't fucking with. I wasn't fooling with it, right? Now, I'm not trying to start no diaspora wars. But I gotta be honest with y'all. When I come on this channel, I'm forthcoming. I'm truthful with y'all. Raw, uncut, unfiltered. My thoughts, you know, everything that I'm saying is not stepped on. It's raw, unfiltered me. And I was like, man, I remember some years ago, maybe 2 years ago, Akon was basically saying that the reason why Black folks can't really advance like that in America is we still holding on to the past. We need to let go of slavery. Let go of that. Let go of that type of stuff. Don't think about it no more. Let it go. That's why we can't move forward the way we want to, because we still holding on to slavery and stuff like that. And then talked about how in Senegal, they don't even think about stuff like that, so on and so forth and all of that, right? And basically saying that we need to let our generational pain go, to let the pain that our ancestors went through, right? Let all of that go. Let that go and just, forget it all and shit. And I was like, wait a minute. This sounds like some anti-Black conservative babble that you talking, brother. This is what a lot of the white conservatives in America tell Black folks. Get over slavery, get over segregation, get over Jim Crow, get over systemic racism. Let it be, let it lie, forget it. Like, what? And I'm looking at Akon like, it's easy for you to say, because your ancestors wasn't over here enslaved on American soil. They wasn't over here being subjected to the conditions that our people was facing in slavery. So it's easy for you to say, man, y'all need to let that go, because it wasn't your people over here getting done, like getting done vile fashion, experiencing some of the most dehumanizing conditions that a person could ever be subjected to. So it's easy for you to just wash your hands with it. We ain't letting it ride. We ain't letting it go. We not going to forget it. And I always bring this up. They always tell black folks to get over slavery, forget it. And, it was so long ago and it didn't happen to you. They never tell Jewish people to forget about the Holocaust. They never tell them to forget about the Holocaust. They don't tell them, oh, the Holocaust, forget about it. They don't never say that to them. But for us, they tell us, oh, forget about it. You know what that is. A lot of people feel guilt about what happened to black folks. So they want us to not talk about it, and let it go and let it lie, right? But we shouldn't forget September 11th, which we shouldn't. We shouldn't forget Pearl Harbor, okay, which we shouldn't. But we damn sure ain't gonna forget what happened to our ancestors on American soil. What happened, even after post-slavery, the conditions that our people were subjected to after that, even though slavery was no longer legal, you still had conditions that had people still feeling like they were enslaved. Yeah, they didn't have a slave master per se. But hell, even Sinners, in the movie Sinners, you see, they got black folks working as sharecroppers, not even getting paid in real money, getting paid in sharecropper currency that can only be spent at the store on the plantation, right? So they weren't getting paid so that they cannot achieve any type of financial prosperity to better themselves and better their lives. All you can do is spend this money on a plantation and stay on a plantation for the rest of your life, right? So when I remember Akon saying that type of shit, I'm like, yeah, nah, man, your ass was on some shiesty shit. You gotta get drugged through the mud, Akon. You out here not getting stuff done and talking like you was finna be Mansa Musa, talking like you about to build the new Wakanda, and then your crooked wig ass. Y'all remember he had that man unit on his head looking crazy. All that money, and his man unit looked all lopsided and like, bro, we know it's a man unit. You ain't even had a Steve Harvey joint where it looked like what we didn't know was a man unit for the longest of time. His stuff, you could tell. Bro, you ain't even got it looking right, bro. God damn, all that money you got? Like, what? I should have known he wasn't going to build the city after that. After seeing him with that wig, I don't know why I thought he was going to build that city. I should have known, this brother ain't serious. Because he can't be serious sitting with this goddamn, this rug on his head, acting like we don't see what we seeing. It didn't even look good. It didn't even look believable. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, so when I heard Akon say that type of stuff, and he might have said black Americans don't have no culture. And see, I don't know if he said that part or not. I'm trying to remember. But I know and this is the problem that a lot of black American folks would have with black immigrants, hollering out black Americans don't have no culture. But then when they be coming to America, and again, I'm not even trying to start no diaspora wars. I love black people all across the globe. But I'm just telling y'all the real as a black American. This is how we feel. A lot of black immigrants come and tell black folks, we ain't got no culture we ain't got no culture. But then the black immigrants come over to America and emulate black culture to a T. Whether it be hip-hop music, which is black American culture, all that is just black American. All hip-hop influence is black American culture shit, right? The way we talk, slang we use, the way we dress, all of that, right? The way we dance, all of that. Then, they dress like black Americans, wearing the fashions we wear, wearing do-rags and stuff, black American stuff all to the T. Using black slang, again, playing I'm talking about just immersing themselves in black culture. Whether it be the music, the food, all of the above. And then tell us we ain't got no culture. Like we ain't got hip-hop music, R&B, like we ain't got blues music, like we ain't got soul food over here. Like I see y'all coming over here wearing these damn do-rags on your head, all of that, man. You feel me? So that be the problem I be having. People come and try to denigrate black. Y'all ain't got no black culture. Y'all ain't got no culture. Black Americans ain't got no culture. But then make millions off of it because Akon made all his bread and butter singing R&B songs. R&B music is black American culture. singing on the hooks of rap songs, Black American culture, getting wealthy. So all of that, I don't be fucking with that. They come over, you know, be a lot of people coming to America and downplaying Black Americans and, you know, and again, telling Black Americans to get over slavery. Like, bro, get up out of here. No, we not finna get over. We not gonna, y'all need to let that go. Hell no. No. You're not gonna let go of the hurt that happened to your ancestors. We not doing that. That's the stuff that white conservatives tell black folks, tell Black Americans, get over what happened. You know, and that be the problem sometimes. It's a lot of black, not all, but it's a lot of Black immigrants that come to America and they assimilate to the beliefs, and they start regurgitating the same talking points as the dominant society. They start talking just like white conservatives and start trying to weaponize that babble against Black Americans, you know, and making it seem like we just complainers, we naggers and all that type of, we just nag too much and we complain to all that bullshit, you know? So when I remember that stuff Akon said, I'm like, I don't feel bad for the brother getting called out for this now. Come on, Akon, stop being a con artist now. You feel me? Stop being a convict. Get your ish together. Because now when we get in them interviews, they're going to ask you, hey, what happened to that city, dog? What happened? What happened to the city? What's going down with you? Because that's crazy. You got one building made and halfway built in 4 years. That's preposterous. Okay? You said you was going to have Wakanda. It was going to be looking like, you know, we in a damn Marvel movie in Africa, and it didn't even get close to being a thing. So I ain't mad at people that's denigrating him because, hey, he been on some BS for a while, especially with stuff he said about Black Americans. I remember he was like, y'all need to come back to Africa. I be looking at y'all like y'all want to struggle. Y'all want to be struggling over here. Boy, what the fuck? Like, it's so easy for Black folks to just pack up and go to Africa. Stop. I hate when people just say silly stuff. Like, what? It's hard for Black folks to move to another state in America. Just come on over. Like, what? Come on. And it's still, guess what? It's still, when we go over there, it's still gonna be people that still gonna look like, oh, y'all ass ain't. It's some people that's gonna be on the unity thing with us, and there's gonna be some people looking at us like, hey, y'all ass ain't African now. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't as simple. But to act like Black folks can just pack up and just move to Africa just off the whim, talking about y'all want to suffer over here, sound like y'all want to be struggling and suffer over here. Like, what? Bro, pay our money to go back over there then. Pay our bread. And again, I want to be in America because my ancestors built this country here. They gave their sweat, their blood, and tears to this country to build this country. So I'm going to be here because that's what my ancestors, like my great-great-grandparents, all of them was here in the South. And they built this country. I'm going to be here. You feel me? Because my people were enslaved and they worked their butt off. They slaved to build this country with everything they had. So I'm going to be here. But anyway, Akon, you fucked up the church's money with that city, boy. You messed up the church's money with that city, man. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out, y'all. Peace.